Welcome back to the PMU Talladega, and this thing is perhaps only everybody is still racing all overall. And because that I just joined the less amount of server, but nobody's sure that whoever tries to join, I got my Thunderbird over here in Talladega, and we're gonna be going for all tracks into this thing because of the updates are possibly new as well. As you can see, that must be Game Pass of the faster AI, Lightning McQueen, Ramp Car, and Daytona 1961. The Pace Car and the Tow Truck are for slightly Game Pass as well. As I can use the AI mode over here, it says here for this one note. This is the note to the race of the AI. Create the private server and press AI menu on the bottom right of the screen. You might be able to get around for many more like these things, but we'll be starting right here in Talladega. I got my Thunderbird as well, as we're going anything as well, but you can't collect for schemes unless he just tried to use the IndyCar as well. We're gonna be making sure we have any old tracks, we got anything as here. I don't think it races back to 195 miles per hour. So let's jump out and let's just spawn over here. It is a 200 mile per hour version of the vehicle. Unfortunately, that shifts down for the minus 10 miles per hour. That reduces anything. This is a new one, and you cannot able to change some schemes. Right now, the first thing you need to know is, oh dear, that's slightly gonna be kick me off. Unflip the car immediately. And without further ado, it keeps on failing. Let's still keep it on flip it as well. So I'll be staying on touch as well, because the car's grip isn't going to be very good enough as well, as you can use for available arrows. That you can use the arrows to control your car instead of cheating arrows such as ASDF. Now it's gonna be making together all the way for good stuff out here. So this is the lap number 1, and then that's slightly gonna be going for deadly, and then you realize that the car causes for a full damage and a fatal damage as well. The IndyCar has taken a little bit for one itself, but unfortunately the car is going to be absolutely having damages. Overall, I'm probably not sure that this guy isn't going to be making so quick. And then it got all again. It feels not good. Looks like we're going to be changing maps. Now, these are the tracks. We got all of them ourselves as well. After we're teleporting back into Talladega as well, we got new tracks: Atlanta, Michigan, and Kansas. Let's teleport to Daytona International Speedway, and we're going to be seeing for all laps, and I'm going to be trying the new ARCA as well. So we're going to be spawning for one thing. We have any kinds of people, unless that doesn't get to be literally to do so. I'm not using the death car itself. Not anyone is gonna be literally to do so. But anyways, get away from me. You can always change schemes to any of these things as well. I might slightly going to be making for some worst accidents as well. As you can see, 206 miles per hour by using a Chevy, using a number 97. I'll be clicking for schemes to the number 15. Another one I'll be using like this one, probably for some kind of slowest thing, is gonna be ARCA as well. Unless we might be able to complete this, but sadly this cost me even failure as well. So looks like we're gonna be even good to go, but unfortunately that huge lag can slow the car down. I never believed this isn't going to be making to this thing. Oh dear, this is not going to be making fast. When it's going to be getting so slow, I really don't think this is so stressful for me. still going on 206 miles an hour to 207 miles per hour. I can hear the Indy cars screaming at this time. It's not going to be making for a little bit this thing. If I just going to be hearing this beam knowing as well, so it's absolutely going to be going for just a little bit going on this. So we have for the Generation 7, I'll be battling for this thing. For the world's top speed. And their first battles is going on to most likely Generation 7 got damaged. Little bit has gone too far. Split stream battle. And a little bit ourselves to do this. I have allegedly tried to make things ourselves and beating anyone that I just gonna be winning for this. As you can see, those guys are just gonna be wrecking me up. Even that they say that the Filipino woods are going to be targeting off the track. So as you can see, I'm the intimidator of this race. And I would be able to be probably do so, that I just little bit think. So after we finishing in about for just 2 laps of battle, it's time to stop the car, and we're gonna be changing the map. And what a loud crash it is! Jump off, and let's teleport right here to Atlanta Motor Speedway. But once I just teleported into Atlanta Motor Speedway, looks like it's gonna be something that's a little bit good. Now let's just spawn anything as well. Generation 6 that I just gonna be wanted to spawn. So let's just spawn the 1990s spawn cars as well. I'm gonna be using the Generation 6 Ford or Chevy as well. So I'm gonna be using this thing. Now you can always changing any schemes that I'm probably use the 88 car, which is some kind of an unknown name. I don't know if this is gonna be literally what to choose. But that keeps me spinning off as well. After being pitting exits as well. As I'm gonna be reaching all the way to 195 miles an hour. This isn't gonna be just like this before. Because I don't like doing this anymore like this thing. And because of this only real life, and whatever, we tried to make things our best, we got missed over it for just a little bit much. Because actually, since then, this is the modern era, and everything that I just literally never able to do so, is I'm going to be staying around inside. Unfortunately, that started to lag for very much. Going to be making things, of the performance is going to be so slow, that I just didn't remember anything that it's just gonna be last seen or since then. Into the chat filter we getting anything that goes on. But what I just literally said is nothing that I just literally gonna be going to finish it out. All tracks isn't just like this one before. We have just finished 1 lap, and then it's gonna be trying to stop, almost flip it over, almost gonna be flip it down. Next track is going to be at Michigan International Speedway. There's no Brazilianos around here, it's just Michigan. Now, we just tried to get all the way down into some kind of Generation 4 cars as well. So, looks like this is the Generation 4, the updated version. As you can change the racing schemes as well into Escalatra 99. I don't really think so is about using like this one. Let's just use for the Michael Waltrip style. And then suddenly hit by the Indy car, and a loud crash has occurred. I'm not be able to do so. That I just gonna be clicking for schemes. The number 88. This guy over here, Jack Brandon, Michael Waltrip, and Montoya is a little bit as well. So looks like we're gonna be making to ourselves the number 60, the number 90. I'm probably never able to get for around here. Looks like I'm just quickly changed to Jeff Gordon, and then I just absolutely having no fears for at once. But looks like I'm just gonna be using the number 19. And we have slightly, might be able to get a little bit of crash. We have vehicle damages around here available like this thing. If you're just gonna be crashing of this thing, I won't be able to do so. But since then, it's going to get hurt yourselves up. And then, flip a tornado all the way up here. No loud crash, and we failed just the one lap. And just in case, I'll be using the ARCA vehicle as well. That is gonna be quickly changed for schemes as well. I'm gonna be using the number 32 in case I might be able to get crashed for a NASCAR drift. Probably it's gonna be yes. Power slides into turn number 1 and turn 2. And what is going to be next? NASCAR drift. And I wouldn't be able to be probably, we said, over 200 miles per hour isn't going to be enough. As like we just wanted to say, completed one lap itself. And finally, let's get all the way around to Kansas. Teleported just immediately for sure. And likely, we're inside of the Kansas Speedway. Unfortunately, no lap times is going to be available like this thing. So, Spanish viewers have just taken over. But the last thing we need to do, that must be in the car around for just straightly pulled off as well. It's time to use for the Xfinity car as well. I'm not using for the Supra anyways. Before that, I just literally gonna be spawning like this thing. This is literally gonna be changing for schemes. As I'm gonna be using the number 69. And let's just blast this thing all over this thing. Let's just completely go into to do this. 206 miles per hour. If this is going to be something. Oh, there is the hood pops up. I think this isn't going to be literally going fun as well. And then the disasters happen on making itself for collisions. Loud cars. I'm going to be using a truck. Probably that we're very sure we're clicking for schemes as well. I'll be using for under 200 miles per hour, just like the Esquadra 99. Using the number 25 Silverado. This is how it kills me all the way down here. But all the way to 200 miles an hour. That was a disabled grip. This feels extremely... I have nothing to do what anything is going to be using. The Menards 88. I'll be using for grip. And perhaps, in case of this NASCAR drifting stuff, isn't going to be easy. And that could lead into a cause of this worse. Because all the chaos of just happened anyways. So, the crazy ARCA vehicle that I'll be using is going to be over 200 miles an hour that I just literally did with anything it possibly we do. But slightly keeps on flipping and made some vehicle damage. I would be able to say, I think this is gonna be the end of this video all the way. Completely using the Ford Thunderbird. And I have felt so stressful for my entire life. Instead of Generation 7 cars, as we didn't able to do so, that the 1998 cars is going to be coming out. So, that is all that I just literally guess. For all like these things, I've just came into an inevitable worst at this thing. So, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And most of these things have just came into the chaos of IndyCar chaos mixed with NASCAR vehicles as well. Just probably the game is linked in the description, and you can erase anything that if you want. And thanks for watching and for all your support, and this is going to be Turbo Concept signing off, and I'll see you down into the track that I'm going to be seeing many lads all later. Anyways.